Alright, third subtopic, which is on the first law of thermodynamics. So for this subtopic, you have to be able to state what is the first law of thermodynamics, solve problems related to the first law of thermodynamics. So what is actually thermodynamics? Thermodynamics is the study of how energy can be exchanged between a system and its surroundings. Okay, any system that can change energy with its surroundings in two general ways. Bodoh. Astaga, sorry. So any system can exchange energy with its surroundings in two general ways, either as heat ataupun work. Why is my pen taking? Okay. So this will affect the macroscopic. Oh my god, I can't really pronounce it. Macroscopic properties of the system, like pressure, volume, and temperature. Okay. So the first law of thermodynamics is a statement of the conservation of energy for a thermodynamic system. So first law of thermodynamics states that the internal energy of the system change from an initial value to a final value due to heat and work done. So that's why kita ada satu equation yang macam ni. This is talking about the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, so the sign convention of Q, delta U, and W ni sangat important lah. So the keywords in order for you to know whether it's going to be positive or negative is shown in this table here. So remember, internal energy ada relationship dengan temperature, they're directly proportional. So if heat is going into the system, it will be positive. If it's leaving the system, it will be negative. Work, if it's done on the system, it will be negative. If it expand ataupun if it's work is done by the system, it will be positive. Okay, so heat added to a system is used to either change the internal energy of the gas, do work on gas system, ataupun both. Okay, so how would we know there is a change in the internal energy? So remember, we can always refer to the change in temperature untuk internal energy, sebab internal energy is directly proportional to temperature. If there is a change in temperature, the internal energy will be changing too. So how to know pula kalau work done ni is on ataupun by the system? Yang ini kita perlu refer to the change in volume. If the gas expands, volume mestilah increase. So work is done by the gas. So dia jadi positive. Kalau gas tu kena compress, volume mesti decrease. So work is done on the system. So dia jadi negative. Okay. So that is for first law of thermodynamics lah. So sekarang kita tengok example. Kita ada 2,500 joules of heat added to the system. So added to the system maksudnya dia absorb the heat, so it will be positive 12,500 joule. And then 1,800 joule of work is done on the system. So work is negative 800 joule. Sebab their work is done on the system. Tengok di sini, dia kena compress. So what is the change in the internal energy? Kita akan guna delta U, Q minus W. So Q is 2,500 minus 1,800. So this is 25 plus 1,800. So dapat 4,300 joule for the change in the internal energy. Okay, so this is that is basically for subtopic number 3 on first law of thermodynamics.